All right, hey, what's going on, guys? This here video, we're going to show you guys how to run an Avails report so you're able to see all of the availability for spots in each week, as well as rates that live in S4M. They do get updated quite frequently, so I do recommend doing this potentially once a week, or at least try to get into a good habit of doing it. So in S4M, the way that you do an Avails run, it's very similar to booking an order. You start by clicking on the new. You need to add in all of your header information. Typically for Avails runs, I always use client X. And then if you want to do or see agency rates, you can always click client or type in client X agency, but here just for direct rates, I always go as advertiser. Product doesn't really matter. I go NHL. You need to do the 18 plus, and then obviously we're going to RS Windsor. Date range, obviously you can run dates to whatever you want. In this case, I'll typically just do the week that I'm on, and then right up until the end of the season. But you can do an Avails run just for 1 or 2 weeks if you want. It's entirely up to you. So select the dates, hit the check mark. Order type, we go regular. Everything so far is very, very similar. Title, you can do Windsor Avails. Doesn't really matter. Put in the date. Where it gets different. So here, proposal format. It says proposal. Here you click on general Avails. All right, that's really the only difference when it comes to getting Avails. And the rest is all very similar to when you do your regular order. Down here, we go regional. Do you want 30 seconds or 15? I like going with 15s. Again, the option is yours. In this case, we're doing 15s. And then we save. So basically, everything is the same except for proposal format. We click on general Avails. All right, then to pull the report, again, very similar. We go into the details tab up here. In the white space under proposal wizard, we do pre-selector. Again, very, very same thing as booking an order. Station, we select RS Windsor. Dates are all the same, proposed, everything looks good. We hit search. And then this here comes up same as before. The best way to do this when getting Avails, so after you hit search, just select all. And then it's going to automatically report the Avails for all of the scheduling options for CBC. You can just ignore the fact that it does show curling in there. That will never show up when you do run a report. And you'll see here that it's loading 9 of 67. So right now there's going to be 67 scheduling options available. That number is so high just because for the playoffs it is NHL playoff game 1, game 2, game 3. Hence why there's so many. And yeah, just wait for it to load. And then basically from here, once it loads, I typically will print it so it shows up on a PDF. And then you do the export document and save it just like I've shown you before with your proposals. And then do whatever you want with it. If you really, just want to check in on something, you can just run this. You don't need to print it or save it. But I typically like to print it and save it and give it the date, just so I can kind of see the progression throughout the year as to what the rates are doing, what the Avails are doing, so on and so forth. All right, Avails are populated. So yeah, like I said, printing is the best way to do it, I find, because going through this, it can get a little bit tricky. It does show we have a lot of Avails still in the playoffs each game. Again, these are 15-second spots, so if we were doing 30s, there'd really only be 5 spots in the afternoon playoff game left. When you got your rates, pretty simple. So if you want to print it, print it to PDF. The one difference in here, when you click on print, you have the opportunity to suppress Avails. So this here you can send to clients sometimes if they request it, but you always want to make sure you suppress the Avails. What that does is if you click on it here and then we print it, you will see that these numbers here for the Avails no longer show up. So now they just become little stars. But this here gives you an idea of the rates for each spot, CPR, CPMs, things like that. But what I'll often do is if we exit out of this and we print again, I will unclick suppress avails. So now when you print it, you will see the number of how many spots are available. So then again, just to make sure you save it to PDF, you want to click this green disk, export document. Image quality would be the lowest, just so it's a smaller file, and then save it to wherever you want on your computer. For me, I always just save this in my general NHL folder, and then just do Windsor Avails March 12th. Done. All right, so that is how you run an Avails report. Hopefully this video does help you guys out with doing it. Again, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me at any time. And yeah, let's go get them.